Hello. So it is Frigg's Day, and if you watch my channel and seeing how my Runic Journey is progressing, you'll know that on Frigg's Day I will normally look into my books and identify and see how my experiences reflect what is written about the rune that I am currently attached to, carrying with me. So I have with me currently Uruz, and I'm not disappointed by what I've read. And obviously, to take into account a cynical approach, you can not be faulted if you think I am making situations fit, having read up on the rune. That's okay. I mean, it's why I like to have a couple of days without knowing what the rune represents, and then having sort of a series of days knowing what it represents. Two things have happened that I feel represent what Uruz stands for, and one is yesterday evening, reconnecting with old friends that in a regard I had some apprehension. We had grown apart, and I am in many ways to blame. No, there's no blame, but the fault is a fault on my part, on mistakes or decisions I have made on my journey through life, say 20 years ago, that I'm not going to say I regret, because I would not be here now, the person I am, without having made mistakes or some decisions that I perhaps could have made better ones. But it has meant, to my regret, growing distant from some friends, and we met up yesterday, and it was good. It was good. It was. I'm saying I can put my hand on my heart and say that I have missed out on things, and that is the way life is. But the reconnection was good. The friendship is still there, and it's not something I intend to let go of again. And in a way of sort of overcoming an obstacle, putting something in the past, it feels very much like I've made an important step to, I don't know, disconnect some threads and reconnect them in the right way, so that hopefully we can all move forward. So it was a very pleasant evening. These friends, I got to introduce my wife to them, and it was very good, very good. And I feel sort of now, looking at Uruz, it was just sort of, to some extent, a part of, perhaps I needed that rune this week for these moments, or perhaps it's I don't know, a shield to sort of more recently, I would say the last couple of years, I've been determined to, I don't know, in particular, be my deeds. In the phrase that we are our deeds, I want my deeds to be something I am satisfied with. And the friendships you have with people also can define you, and the friendship you share. So that's one thing. The other thing is something kind of unresolved, but is moving towards a point of being resolved. This goes back, say, 5-6 weeks ago with a conversation, and again, interestingly enough, a similar sort of time period, 20 years, 25 years ago, there are some, I don't know, some negative aspects, unresolved to some extent in my life, and this is now something that will be being given to someone to draw their own conclusions without going into a lot greater detail. And likewise, to have Uruz in at this time seems right. It just seems to be sort of, I don't know, the runic power sort of just flowing in at the exact right time it needs to. Obviously, once this material is, or these truths, if you like, are passed on, what that person chooses to do with that is entirely their decision. However, for the moment, it's just sort of, it feels a very liberating, powerful sort of moment that I am not shy of, respectful of, and have to sort of have some faith in things working out as they need to, as for all involved. It's, again, I cannot say enough, I am not without my faults, and these past 24 hours have certainly sort of let me look back on myself, a younger self, obviously, and take some resolve in feeling that I'm a better person now, that I'm not weighed down with some things that a younger me was weighed down by. I'm not excusing anything I've done in the past because it can't be changed. And I don't want to disrespect anyone by trivializing some things. It's just, that is then, this is now, and I'm achieving, for my personal growth, a greater centre of self-respect, I suppose, and purpose. again, I suppose another thing to sort of comment on regards yesterday is going into a different social circle with my faith. And you can be curious as to how people will respond to that, and as with anything, when you're in good company, there's people will accept you, and if you're not in so good a company, then they might not accept you. Things are good, and that's fine. I say it's not always going to be good. There's always going to be little bumps in the road that come along, but for now, or as of this moment, I can say things feel positive and in no denial of taking this journey. Can I not feel that the runes are not helping me? They are helping me. I can feel this ethereal power, not just the representations, the runes I'm using, other runes I may yet make or conceive of. There is power there. However, of course, it's up for each individual whether they choose to tap into that or not, or how they tap into that or not. Enough waffle. Looking outside, it feels like a storm may be coming. It's been an interesting couple of days. So, thank you very much if you've listened to me waffle on. I'll see you soon. Take care. Goodbye.